This video is sponsored by EVBase.
Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the electric Israeli. Thank you for joining. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to my supporters. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. However, if you are going to order the Tesla Model Y, the new Tesla Model Y launch edition, like I have a few days ago, you cannot use anybody's referral code. No soup for you, sorry. Same thing with me. So, but anything else, you can use my referral code for any other Tesla you'd like. And the news from China are amazing, but not surprising, not to me. So I'm going to talk about that. Then I'm going to mention about BYD and Nikola. Remember Nikola? Anyway, so here's what happened. As of now, the first 10 days of ordering of the new Tesla Model Y in China, 100,000 plus Tesla Model Ys were ordered, pre-ordered, obviously. It still doesn't mean a purchase. Remember, pre-order doesn't mean a purchase, as we learned from the Tesla Cybertruck. Sorry. So anyway, it's amazing. Just so you know, last year from the factory, Tesla factory in Shanghai, in China, about 1 million cars were produced and sold. Obviously, most of them in China, but for the rest of the Far East, Australia, New Zealand, Thailand, and all that stuff, Japan, all come from that huge factory. And it's two models, really. The overwhelming majority is Model Ys and Model 3s. That's it. So now, these pre-orders is more than 10% of what they did. That doesn't mean that in the next 10 days, going to be another 100,000. And obviously, a pre-order is not a purchase yet. It's in the United States, $250, non-refundable, man, non-refundable. Anyway, but still, it is amazing. Now, if you look at the sales per segment in China, the Model Y is the best-selling, 80,000 units in China, 480,000 per that Model Y segment. Okay, now if you look at the top 10, you will see 7 of the 10 or 5 of the 10 is BYD. Now, yes, BYD and Tesla selling electric cars. BYD also sell plug-in hybrid. Actually, they sell more plug-in hybrid than pure electric, over 50%. Still good, they're doing great. They delivered just a little bit less pure electric cars than Tesla last year. So they're doing great. However, their cars are cheap, by far cheaper than the Model Y. Okay, so you're not comparing, listen, if you compare the Tesla Model Y versus the Xpeng G6, that's a good comparison. But if you compare it to the Auto 3 or to the BYD Seal, which is actually more like the Model 3, this is their high volume, most expensive, that's $30,000. Tesla's is about 50, okay? So it's not the right comparison, meaning the success of Tesla in that price range is staggering, is amazing what Tesla is doing in terms of sales. It's unbelievable. Okay, so that's not surprising. And why is that? First of all, it is the best-selling car in the world for a reason. And I'm talking about the old model. This looks like a Chinese car. This looks like the Xpeng. It has all the lines and all the features. The Chinese like it. And I am with Tesla. I mean, I may like it. I mean, I happen to like it. I like this cyber theme, the cyber cab, the cyber truck, the light bar in the front, in the back. I really, really like it. It's very, very modern and very, very innovative and all that. But at the end of the day, it's the same battery, give you a little bit more range, okay? However, the interior is completely revamped, exterior completely revamped. The shocks are much, from what I'm seeing test drives in China, the road noise is reduced significantly. It's great. It's really, really, they did a fantastic job. I must say. They did a fantastic job. So really comparing it to BYD and whatever is not exactly the right thing to do. So the Chinese love Tesla cars. They do. I see them in America as well. Sometimes I give rides. Chinese and Indians also, they love Tesla cars. They do. They like it. It's awesome. It's innovative. Next is BYD. Listen, BYD there is an institution in Hong Kong, I'm reading about it, that evaluates companies' debt. And apparently, the on-the-books debt of BYD is not as bad as the actual one. The actual one is really terrible. It's really, really terrible, the actual debt of BYD. And how did I find out and how did I do it? I'll tell you right after this sponsor break.
Before we continue with this video, I'd like to give a shout out to today's sponsor of my videos. It is EV-Base. EV-Base is an awesome accessories for both interior and exterior of Tesla, Rivian, and many other EVs. I received the EV-Base Model 3 18-inch urban turbine wheel cover. It is awesome. It came with this amazing box, all individually wrapped with this great bubble wrap. I opened it. It came with by default with this cap, but I ordered especially the Tesla logo cap, and also the rim cover came along with it. It's an awesome company. I really love them. If you mention my name, TEI, the Electric Israeli, in your coupon section, you can get 20% off your purchase of anything from their website. They're awesome. I will include the link below and embedded inside this video.
Apparently, BYD has been hiding their debt by not paying or paying their suppliers over 273 days. Usually it's 60 to 90 days industry standard. 273 days, and you pay or you don't pay your supplier if you have or you don't have cash. Now, I'm telling you, you don't have to worry about BYD going bankrupt. The Chinese government is behind them 100%. But let me just tell you this. By the way, the Chinese government is not behind everybody. A lot of Chinese companies that you never heard of do get bankrupt. So that's not the news. But not BYD. It's like GM and Stellantis here, or Chrysler, that were saved by the United States government. So governments do that stuff. There's a lot at stake. However, what they do, which makes me admire Tesla even more, it's, yes, I know, we all know this method of dumping cheap stuff on market, taking it over, and then you dominate the market this way. There is a price for selling cars in a loss. So BYD has like, I think, 31 different models. Most of them are sold in China, and most of them are plug-in hybrid. Some of them, so it's great to see, oh my God, they're so cheap, it's only $20,000, it's $10,000, it's $8,000. There is a market for everything, but there is a price for it, okay? So, look, can they get bankrupt? Anything can happen. It's very unlikely, but their debt is not what they say it is. It's $44 billion. Listen, it's not as bad as Toyota or VW. Okay, they are in real shit show. What I'm saying is, not everything that shines is necessarily gold, my mother used to say, or diamond. Okay, so to see that Tesla still is making money through quality product and innovation of especially manufacturing says a lot. And then it's in China. I know in the United States Tesla dominates everybody, but it's in China where there is so much competition, and yet Tesla does extremely well there, out of there. That is staggering. So it's all has to do with the product and the quality and all that. Now, I'm not bashing BYD. They are extremely popular and they sell a lot of cars. But beware, buy and beware. There is a price for these cutting prices and selling in a loss. It's going to catch up with you eventually. And if I'm a supplier, now here's where it can get dangerous. If I'm a supplier, I don't know if I want to supply them. I don't know. I want my money now. I don't want it like almost a year. You know what I mean? So that's that. And last but not least, just to make that point of how difficult is to start a company, startup for electric cars. I mean, Tesla almost went bankrupt twice, 2008 and 2018. It's not easy. And Nikola, as in Nikola Trucks, you know, they just they officially or unofficially bankrupt. Their valuation is down to $70 million. Their stock is 90% down, 95% down. It's not easy, man. It's not easy to do these things. It's very, very difficult to do these things. To show you that what Tesla and BYD are doing is incredible. Now, BYD, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching.